It's been a while since the last election in Northern Ireland, and the Assembly are still failing to unite, up to a point where we still don't really have a functioning executive. All because the European Union and Ramonas are making things difficult with the Northern Ireland Protocol. Now, if you thought that, in London or Manchester or all the other small towns and cities, we have division. If you have some relatives and friends that, are Ramonas or rejoiners and you say, oh, move on, Brexit is done. Look at Northern Ireland. Look what they're doing up there from, obviously, the Sinn Féin side, from the European Union side, and from the Republic side, who are causing more trouble with the Northern Ireland Protocol, thanks to the Westminster government who created this chaos. And now they say, well, we don't know how to unite to have a functioning executive in the Northern Ireland Assembly. It's all because of this. Now the DUP have decided to create an obstacle. They say, well, we're not going to do anything until you get rid of this Irish Sea border. You've divided the country. You've isolated Northern Ireland more than ever before. Northern Ireland is essentially no longer part of the United Kingdom because they have to obey to the rules of the European Union. And we're not actually able to send certain goods and stuff to Northern Ireland. And they have to do extra checks and payments. I'm like, why? And the Sinn Féin and all the others are blaming DUP. I'm like, sure, on the surface it looks like DUP are creating problems. Yeah, I get it, absolutely. But you guys didn't really help. You don't want to compromise. None of you do. And there's no good side right now at this point. Now we've had Krista Heaton-Harris there, who's obviously in charge of Northern Ireland. Turns out from the cabinet side in Westminster, said, I hear it when the parties say that they really don't want an election at all. But nearly all of them are parties who signed up to the rules that's the same law that says we have to have an election. That means I need to call an election, so you'll hear more from me on that particular point next week. I love how he's now the boogeyman from Westminster government. And he's technically right. When the big parties all signed up to the rule that if you fail to negotiate, to actually sort out and approve a functioning executive, there's going to be another election. On paper, the parties are right that the election is not going to solve anything, really. But that's the rule that you signed up to. The system is clearly broken. And all we have to do is just sort out the Northern Ireland Protocol, tell the European Union that we're not going to talk to you anymore, go to Ireland and go talk to the Republic and say, well, let's just basically, we're going to tell you our position, that we're not going to build a border, and we're going to keep it free. If they're going to do it, because there's going to be a need for a border, whether you like it or not. And it doesn't have to be some sort of wall. It could still be a civilized border, like a normal country. Now, if they could compromise, if they're going to do it themselves, they'll get the blame. But again, that will create more chaos on the streets near the border. That is the problem that we currently are facing. That's what they want to keep pushing for this unified Ireland concept, which again, good luck telling that to the rest of the Northern Ireland who want to be loyalists and parts of the United Kingdom. It is a big issue that's still going on, and on this channel, we're going to keep you guys posted on the developments as usual. We're going to come back in half an hour. I'm going to tell you guys about what's going on in Dover, because as we reported a few days ago, a number of illegal migrants have been causing some trouble escaping into the system, and one of them went to someone's house and intimidated them to use their phone. So people are rising up because there's no security. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.